Okay, we are going to do the unboxing of the Aoc AG271QX. This is a T-in panel. Have your adapter for your power cord. We got the bottom plate bracket there. Here's the rest of the bracket. Alright, the back side here, a little quick view. This actually looks quite nice. Okay, we'll get this put together. Now, as you might notice, has those screws taped on the back side, which I kind of find that nice. I don't gotta look for them. Maybe they fell out of the box. Stranger things have happened. They're taped right on the back, so you don't have to go looking for them. They are right there. We got it put together. Now this is an aluminum base all the way up that attaches to the monitor itself. It's actually a pretty nice base. I really like how this is set up. Now if you notice, it swivels up to a certain point and then it stops. It will tilt back, tilt forward, and if you really want to, you can spin it. Just like so. Easy just to hyphen, easy to raise, push down, actually quite nice. Alright, we got our monitor set up. This would be the right side facing. You have your headphone jack, like so, if you wanted to hook your headphone jack up to it, or headphones up to it. Me, I have a better place for my headphones, but it's an option there if you want it. Hook up your audio. This would be USB 3.0 downstream plus fast charging. So if you have a fast charging cell phone, there you go. And USB 3.0 downstream. Now this is the right side facing, and we're gonna go underneath here, and we have USB 3.0, USB 3.0 downstream, USB 3.0 upstream. Showed before. It has a setting. You can adjust that if you wanted to stop at a certain point. And there's your rotation. If you want to tilt it, I'm going to show you when you tilt it at. So if you have a certain preference you want to remember and keep it at, there you go. Right there. Here we go. Now that is your power cord. Now, if you notice, the wiring on these is not the best. There's no really way to hide it. I haven't gotten to that point. I'll figure that out once I get there. Now we're gonna move here on the other side. Now this would be your left side facing, and that would be there's your DVI. This would be your HDMI 2, HDMI 1.4 MHL. The next one will be your HDMI 1, HDMI 1.4 or 2.0, right there. The next one is your display port, which I am using. The next one is your D-sub. And then you have your audio in, your microphone out, and that would be your quick switch port, which that runs or it hooks up to. All right, got the monitor hooked up. As I went over before, I'll go over again. I believe this is a wall bracket. So if you get a wall mount, this is the bracket that you use for the mount and attach to your monitor. Your HDMI, your USB 3.0 cord. You have some audio. We have your quick remote. All right. Here we go. Now, one of the first things I did when I hooked up to the monitor is I went down to my setting, your system display notifications display. First I checked in the resolution, made sure it was put to 2560 by 1440. Display adapters properties. Now from there to monitor, and now here I set mine to that. I first hooked it up, it was set on 60 Hertz. I had to go down to 144, hit 144, and then you click apply and OK, and the screen flashed, and then it was set to 144 megahertz. Click on my Opera Neon. It says monitor-AOC, which takes me to the website. Go up to support, manuals and download. AG271QX, a driver, which you will need to download. Driver and software, the driver for the monitor. Now when you do the driver, I'll show you in just a minute here. Actually, well, the documents, go ahead and click. And there you go. So there's really no need for an owner manual to come with it. This is quite extensive of a manual. You download and install the driver. We're going to go to, I have a shortcut for my control panel. Go to Device Manager. Wow. Well, I didn't want to do that actually. All right, so we're going to go to Device Manager. We're going to go to Display Adapter. Whoops, not Display Adapter. We're going to go to Monitors. And you see right there, it says AG271QX. Now, I do not know why it shows that, but it does. I downloaded the driver right off their website for the correct monitor, and that's the driver it gives me. Don't know why, but that's what they name it, and that's the driver that I'm using. I double checked it, I uninstalled it, redid it again. Gave me the exact same driver. Okay, so now let's get into getting this screen set up the way I have it set up. Now this video is really going to be, the settings are not set up for gaming. That'll be on another video. I've been doing a lot of video editing and some research online. So I kind of set my monitor up for that aspect, and I'll get into the video portion and set up video gaming in another setup in another video. So since this is a FreeSync monitor, I do have it hooked up and connected as such, and I'm going to go into my Radeon settings. I'm going to go to click on my display. As you see, my AMD FreeSync is on. I have the virtual super resolution off until I get into a gaming. The GPU scaling is still off. One thing I did change was the color temperature. It was like at 7200K. I adjusted it to 8200K. That seemed to make the my colors pop a little better, and it made the picture look quite a decent improvement. Now, this is a TNT display. There's only so far you're going to be able to get on how well the picture actually looks. Whoops. Okay. Now, let's see. We can go into just a second. All right, just kind of give me an idea, sure, of what the 4K video or actually looks like. Now this is this actually looks pretty dang well for a TNT display. I mean, this is the capabilities it can show. Now, some in dark black areas you might see some few spots and whatnot, but let's give you a little peek of what it can look like. We're going to go to the remote. Once you get the hang of this remote, it's actually quite nice. I don't really think that you want to mess with those settings down there by hand. So I actually like this feature. It has worked out pretty nice. So now we'll go into the now I went into my contrast, and let's see. You just click OK on your remote. Click OK again. It turns green. The menu doesn't stay up too long. So I changed the contrast to 49, the brightness to 50, the eco mode. I changed to standard, but you have to turn the gaming portion off for the eco mode to go to standard. The gamma, I changed from gamma 1 to gamma 3, and I did not change the DCR setting at all. So now we're moving on to the next one, which is color setup. Now I changed the color temp to user, and I changed the red to 47, green to 52, and blue to 53. I changed no other settings in this portion. The picture boost. Now the picture boost, I asked a couple other people, they're not quite sure what the purpose of it is. Here, it's at 14, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. Here, we're at 50%, well this says 86, but so you can see the difference in the screen. Your OSD setup. Display port is a 1.1, 1.2. I believe it was already 1.2 out of the box. I did not change any other settings. Now you can adjust HDMI to, I think it's 1.0, 1.4 to 2.0. But I haven't changed any of those settings. Now here's your game mode. You can go in there and you can change your game modes, your RTS, your racing, your gamer 1, gamer 2, gamer 3. Shadow control, I didn't change. I did go into low blue light and change it to weak. I believe that's supposed to help your eyes with blue lighting. So okay, we're gonna back out of there. Extras, I changed nothing in the extra settings. You go down here, resolution 2560 by 1440, 222 hertz, and V frequency FreeSync. So like I said, I'll do another video to actually go in and adjust some game settings to have in game. And it also has a 1, 2, and 3 where you can just click on one and it'll go right to a specific setup setting. So if you're in game, you can just click, click, or click on the fly. Now I will do a follow-up video sometime in the near future with the gaming.